Do you know your worth? Like, do you really know your worth? Because if you did, there were a lot of things that you wouldn't take. There were a lot of things that you wouldn't deal with. Okay? So, of course, I'm always giving you life lessons and telling you my story and telling you about my relationship that I was in. So, I'm always trying to be transparent with you guys. But if you stayed on a job for 5 years and you never got one raise, and they told you you were the top producer, the top this, the top that, and they never promoted you, that does something to your self-esteem, right? You don't feel worthy of a raise, so you just settle. If you're in a relationship and you're dealing with devaluing, you're dealing with cheating, you're dealing with lies, you're saying to yourself, you're not worthy of anything better. That was me. That was me. I don't know when it shifted, but it's kind of been like that for a while. But when I moved to a bigger city, it really shifted. I felt like I wasn't worthy of the job that I wanted. I just settled for a job that I knew I was better than. I knew I was worth this amount of money. But no, I stayed because I was comfortable and I didn't think that I would find anything else. Same thing as in a relationship. I was constantly trying to prove to him that I was worthy of his love. I was constantly trying to prove to him that choose me, I'm better. All the time while I'm constantly trying to prove, wasn't proving to myself that I was worthy. So I just went ahead and accepted the lies, the cheating, and everything else because I didn't want to be single again. I thought that this was what real love looked like. I thought that that's what a ride or die chick did, was stay there through it all. I didn't want to feel lonely again. I thought that this was how it was going to be and it would get better. And that's how I thought on my job too. It would get better maybe next year. But when you realize your worth, you can be unstoppable. You will be unstoppable. You just have to first understand and be aware that you don't even realize you're worthy. So, first of all, face your fears. If the job lets you go, face it. You deserve a better job. If he lets you go or she lets you go, face your fears. Don't worry about being lonely. Don't worry about being by yourself for the holidays. Face your fears. If you have to find another job, a better job, face it. But you have to walk into that interview and know your worth. You can turn down a job. It's okay. That was me. I took the first job that when I moved to the city, I took the first job that offered me a job. I didn't look around. And I knew my worth, but I got comfortable. And then I got scared. What if I can't find another job? But baby, the pandemic changed my life. Who breaks up with someone in a pandemic anyway? That happened to me. I thought it was the worst thing someone could ever do to me. But guess what I did? I faced my fear. Okay, I'm going to be alone, but I'm not lonely. Because whatever I was searching for in that person, I needed to find within myself. I did not need that person to validate me anymore. Now, it took some time to get to that point, but I had to realize what I was wanting that person to give me, I had to first give it to myself. They didn't have it to give. I had to give it to myself. When they say you attract who you are, believe it. In order to attract the things that you want, if you want a man that's or a woman that's has this, has that, or feel this way, you have to make sure you have it within yourself, because you do attract who you are. If you're sick, you're going to attract a sick person. Even though there were some things I didn't do, I was sick. I didn't know that I was sick, but I was, obviously, because I did not value who I was. I did not value what I brought to the table. I just thought that, well, I'm comfortable. I love my house. I love this. I love that. It's all going to work out. Face your fear. Who wanted to move from a 5,000 square foot home to a 1,000 square foot apartment? I didn't. But guess what? I faced my fear and I did it. I did it because I know that it's temporary. And I know that I'm going to the next level. But first, I got to know my worth. I got to value myself. So what I'm looking for in another person, I need to figure out. I need to find it within myself. Malcolm X said, we cannot think of being acceptable to others until we have first proven to be acceptable to ourselves. Be acceptable to yourself. Love yourself. When I say love yourself, I don't mean go get your hair done, get your nails done, get your toes done. I mean truly love the darkness in with you and the light. Love everything about yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, sis, I'm proud of you. Sis, you are the bomb. Sis, you bring a lot to the table. Sis, you are powerful. Sis, you are an encourager. Quit being a people pleaser, because people that don't value themselves are constantly trying to please people. And that's what I did. I worked in a business where I was constantly trying to make people happy, make sure their nails look good, make sure their body look good. But I wasn't working on myself. I wasn't working on the inside. I was constantly worrying about others, people pleasing. So I went into the relationship making sure and trying to please and do whatever I needed to do to make that person happy, which that's normal, but I needed to be happy within myself. I needed to know if he walked, that was his loss, and I was still gonna be okay. Not if he walked, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna be lonely. Oh my gosh, who is this girl he's dating now? Is she better? No, sis, you gotta know who you are. You got to know, yes, I am that woman. I am that queen. I am this person. That this person just is his loss. Just like if your job is their loss. But the pandemic had to happen for me to realize on my job, I'm better than this. I'm worth more than this. I can step out on faith and do whatever I want to do. I know my worth. You should be able to have the confidence. Once you know your worth, you have the confidence to put your shoulders back and be like, okay, yes, I am worthy of a new position or a raise. And if they don't, that's their loss, because you know what you bring to the table. Okay? Become aware. Become aware. That's the main thing. And if somebody want to leave you, let them walk. And that's the thing that you know, when you are worthy of a relationship and worthy of love and you're okay with them walking, it's going to be their loss. Okay? So let's stop saying, oh, he did. Well, let's stop saying, oh, this person did this. This person did that. This person did that. Yes, they did do those things, and those things were bad. But guess what? We allowed it. We didn't value ourselves. If you allow a person to cheat on you, if you allow a person to devalue you, if you allow a person to abandon you, leave you with no furniture, and you take them back over and over, you're teaching them how to treat you. You say, oh, this person treated me like shit. You're teaching them to treat you like shit. Because why? You allowed it to happen. You allowed it to happen. If this person messed with a friend of yours, a supposedly friend of yours, and you allow them back, that's your fault, sis. You didn't value yourself. You don't know what you're worth. Do you know that you are worth a man being faithful to you? If you don't, start being faithful to yourself. Start loving yourself. You don't deserve that. I don't care if you're 44 and you don't want to be single. Hell, I didn't either. I didn't either. But guess what? I am. And I know my worth now. So I don't take anything that comes my way. I don't take whatever comes my way. I have choices. I make a wise choice. And I'm not in a hurry to be with someone because I know my value and I know what I bring to the table. I'm facing my fears. I'm not fearful anymore. That took a lot of time. Do you understand me? Be yourself. And if you cannot be yourself around your person, there's a problem. You're trying to please them and be who they want you to be. And trust me, I did that. I was constantly tiptoeing and tap dancing on who he wanted me to be. And then I lost myself in the meantime. Always be yourself. And if you can't be yourself, go find yourself. Go find yourself. The time is now to go find yourself, love yourself, know that you are worthy, and don't just take anything that comes to the table. You are teaching a man how to treat you by what you put up with. You are teaching your job to not give you a raise by you not allowing them to give you a raise. You are worthy. You are more worthy than that. You have value, and you need to know your value today. If you have some friends that are constantly gossiping and you don't want to be around them, if they're not adding value to your life, let them go. You don't have to have a host of friends. You don't have to host of friends. You got to know what you bring to the table. If y'all not talking goals, money, making money together, let them go. Sometimes it's not easy because it's like, oh, that's my favorite cousin. We grew up together. Oh, that's my favorite aunt, or whatever. But just feed them out of a long-handled spoon. Like my Aunt Frigg used to say, feed them out of a long-handled spoon, but know that you are worthy. You need to look in the mirror. And it's not about how you look. When you look in the mirror, you look deep into your eyes, into your heart and your soul, and know your value. Because if you treat yourself like trash, he's going to treat you like trash. And if you allow the trash to keep happening, it's just going to get trashier. For real. You're teaching them how to treat you by what you allow. But if you think like, oh, I'm worthy of this and I got this and I got that and I'm valuable and all this stuff. Are you? Are you, sis? Are you valuable? If you are, then show it. Prove it. Stop allowing it. Stop allowing him to do that. Stop allowing him to embarrass you on Instagram, Facebook, or whatever the case may be, or in public. Stop allowing it. If you're worthy, you won't allow certain things. And if they want to walk, let them walk. Don't be fearful of being alone because you won't be alone. You'll be single, but you won't be alone because you're fulfilling yourself with the needs that you have, that you desire. Okay? So I just want to drop this knowledge today because it's kind of like, hey, yes, we are victims of narcissistic abuse, but hey, we allowed it. So now it's time for us to pick up the pieces and know your worth and know your value. Because they're going to continue to abuse you if you allow it. So now is the time to stop. It's about to be a whole new year. We have 78 days left in this year. Let's get it right. Value yourself, sis. Know your worth. Be aware. Okay? Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Follow me on Instagram at hawkfit_. Email me at sermonia@gmail.com. You guys have a great day. Peace.